Go big or go home. Lamelo Ball should replace Kevin Durant in the 2022 All-Star Game.
Ooh.
We talked about this earlier, actually.
I know.
As much as I want my guy Miles Bridges to be in the All-Star Game, I feel that I have to go big. Lamelo Ball has to replace Kevin Durant. He's had an amazing year. And he's the type of player you'd want in an All-Star game. Flashy, really brings the excitement. So I go big on Lamelo replacing KD.
Ooh, Kyles, your thoughts on Isaac as a person?
As a person, he's joke lang.
Go. Sasagot niya.
For this one, I'll give Isaac. I'll agree with Isaac with this one since I think Lamelo fits very well in the All-Star. I think he's averaging 27 and 7. A few people in the NBA is averaging those numbers. Plus, we all know the flashiness, all the things that he can do on the court. Technically, he's making it a playground for himself. So he sells tickets for the All-Star game for sure.
Pang All-Star yung laro no?
And I heard he's gonna shoot that half-court shot while bringing the ball down the court. That's what I heard. But
I wouldn't
Isaac,
be surprised.
Let's talk about replacement once again. Anthony Edwards should replace Draymond Green in the 2022 All-Star Game. Go big or go home.
I was trying to think about who was I going to replace Draymond Green with, and I can't think of anything right now. All the names that aren't adding up, so I would have to go big with Anthony Edwards. Maybe this would be the spot for Zion, but Zion's not playing. But Anthony Edwards has scored 20-plus points, is leading the Wolves with Karl Anthony Towns, and it's tough to make an argument for him not to be there. So I go big.
That's interesting. Kyles?
I'll have to disagree with Isaac in this one. I think a name that comes to mind, supposedly, if he played more games than usual, is Anthony Davis. But I think he missed a lot of games because of injury. But for me, a good replacement is DeJounte Murray. I think he's been averaging almost a triple-double for the Spurs, and although their record doesn't show it, the Spurs would be in a much worse place if he's not in there.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up. DeJounte Murray, I think the numbers say it, pero you don't know. Empty calories ba yun, diba?
Yes,
So,
that's true.
yeah, Jegs, the next one, and I like this one. I want to see Isaac's reaction.
Actually, this one's specifically for Pao. Okay,
Yeah.
Isaac, go big or go home. The Utah Jazz are finally getting the respect they deserve. They have 2 All-Stars in the team.
I think not. I think I go home on that just because they did have 2 All-Stars last year too.
Okay.
They have 3 All-Stars last year?
Mike Conley.
Oh, I forgot about Mike Conley. I'm sorry. So it's tough for the Jazz, I think, right now. They're one of those really good teams, and I think they are one piece away from contending against like the Golden State Warriors and the Phoenix Suns. But right now, I gotta say go home. I'm sorry, Pao.
Kyles, go tell me what you think.
I'd hate to break it to you, Pao. I'd have to agree with Isaac on this one. I'd go home on that. Giving a perspective on Isaac, I don't think they're a piece away from making a good playoff run or even winning the championship. I think their experience really needs to hone more. Donovan Mitchell needs to have that playoff experience and that winning mentality and knowing how to win in the playoffs before they're able to say that we deserve the respect that
Before we go,
I'll get back to the both of you during the playoff time when I will play this replay over and over again. Okay, so
I was supposed to say thoughts, but
no, that's it. That's it. We'll see you in the playoffs.
All right, next, Isaac. Fred VanVleet totally deserved this All-Star nod. Go big or go home.
Go big, easy.
Yes.
The Raptors, after losing Kawhi, trading Kyle Lowry, like everyone expected them to tank. But look at them now. They're in the thick of playoffs. And especially for the fact that they've been decimated, probably one of the worst in terms of being affected by COVID. So Fred VanVleet being the leader, well-deserved All-Star. And he's the last All-Star that was undrafted since Ben Wallace. So credit to him, well-deserved, and I go big on that.
Wow, I did not know that trivia. Isaac was very ready for this. Kyles?
Uh, can I straddle the
Whoa!
answer on
Okay,
this
okay.
one?
Why?
Since, yes, I do believe that Fred VanVleet deserves the All-Star nod, but I know it's a Cinderella story between him and his past. I think, again, as Isaac said, the being undrafted, getting the nod for the All-Star. It's all good news. It's a feel-good story. But I feel like Pascal Siakam is really the X factor for their good run this year. He's been averaging good numbers for the past 10 games. I think he's been averaging a double-double. And he's really carrying the load that Kawhi and Kyle Lowry has left for the Toronto Raptors. So, although I agree, but I think Pascal deserves it more, to be honest.
I think the only reason why Pascal didn't make it is because of his injuries.
Yeah. Obviously, the time off is going to be a big problem for him. And of course, if you're thinking about Fred VanVleet, you're still thinking like, does he deserve it over the other snubs in the East? So a lot to consider there.
Yeah,
diba?
I agree.
So again, so now the next one's this one's pretty fun. Jegs?
Okay, talking about snubs, Devin Booker didn't get snubbed this year. So, Devin Booker will be the All-Star Game MVP. Go big or go home, Isaac?
I think I go home on that. I think there are going to be other players on this list.
Who do you think it will be?
As much as I want to vote LeBron to support Tyler, I think with everything that's happening, Nikola Jokic will win the All-Star MVP.
Okay.
Having an amazing season. He is my front runner and my bet to win MVP this year. And why not add to that with an All-Star MVP?
Yeah, okay. How about you, Kyles?
I'd go home again on this one. I feel like Devin Booker is a fun guy, but he's not a I'll dominate the All-Star game kind of guy. So I feel like LeBron would make a good run for this All-Star, particularly for the fact that he's been doing this the whole season. He has elevated his game to a whole new level at, I think, 19th season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna try to win the All-Star MVP just to prove a point to the fans and his doubters.
Yeah, very interesting. Me personally, my pick might actually be Darius Garland because it's in Cleveland. So, you never know what's going to happen.
He'd go for it.
Yeah, the feeding the home crowd favorite. So, let's see whether or not that will play a factor. But this next one,
this is going to be interesting.
The complete opposite of crowd support, Jegs.
Okay, Isaac, for the next one, Russell Westbrook didn't deserve to be booed by the Laker fans. Go big or go home.
I agree with Pao, man. The side, you can hear that side through the TV. But honestly, it's very difficult when you play for a franchise like the Lakers, especially with only it's championship or go home, for them. So I feel like there is still a winning player in Russell Westbrook. They can still bring out the best with him. So I gotta go home on that he did not deserve to get booed by the Lakers fan. And I really hope that Russell Westbrook turns it around and gives the Lakers a chance.
Wait, sorry, you mean go big because you don't think he deserves to be booed.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Kyles?
I think I'd go big on this one. Particularly as a player also, I think Isaac, Diego, and all the other players would agree to this. It's really hard to get booed, especially with the home crowd. And I think it's a matter of perspective. When you see the Lakers right now, although Westbrook isn't really playing that well, isn't jiving sometimes with the other players, the effort is always going to be there. He's going to play hard every single day, every single night for the Laker fans just to get that win. And although I agree with Isaac that if it's the Lakers, it's win or bust, championship or bust. But you can't blame someone for losing a game. I mean, it's a team effort for sure. So I don't think a player, particularly Westbrook, deserves that hate.
Okay,
from the Laker fans.
We don't have a lot of time for the last one, Isaac. Last one, go big or go home. Brooklyn Nets fans should be concerned. They had their 8th straight loss. They were in the top 3 in the East. Now they're, I think, 7th or 8th.
I gotta go big on that.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn Nets fans have to be worried. 8 straight game loss. KD's out. there's trade rumors for James Harden leaving. You're not going to have Kyrie in the playoffs. Man, especially the East, it's getting tough. Milwaukee's getting this group. Joel Embiid is leading Philly, Miami, Toronto, Cleveland. It's used to be where you talk about the West with 7 legit contenders, and now the East got 6 legit contenders, and now Brooklyn can't just say, we got the 3 best players. It's not going to be enough, so they got to be worried.
Kyles, we don't have a lot of time, so can we just either have a approving nod or a disapproving shake of the head